Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here to help you fill out your study guide for your body systems test. Your test is on Monday. All right, what is the function of each system? We're going to write it down very quickly. The skeletal system, right? Produce blood. All right, never forget that the skeleton makes the blood, produce blood. Other thing is this is all about support and because it holds your body up, and protection because it protects your major organs. All right, so the skeletal system is all about producing blood, supporting your body, and protecting your organs. Muscular system is all about movement, right? Moving anything. Movement of the body and the movement of things through the body. And things through the body. So, you know, from talking about smooth muscles, I showed you that disgusting video yesterday of the baby. Things moving through the body. That's the smooth muscles. Cool? All right. Circulatory / cardiovascular, same system. That is all about transporting blood, moving blood all over the body, transporting blood. And the blood has in it, inside of the blood is nutrients, oxygen, and then when it comes back, it's got waste in it, right? So it's got carbon dioxide in it when it comes back. So it's all about transporting that blood, moving it all over. All right. Respiratory system. It is about breathing. All about breathing. So oxygen comes in. Oxygen comes in. And what goes out, Sydney? That's right. Carbon dioxide goes out. These are your 6 main systems. So carbon dioxide goes out. Oxygen comes in, carbon dioxide goes out. Liam, what does a nervous system do? Very good. Nervous system is the boss. Remember that. Nervous system is the boss, and it sends messages and signals. It's in charge of everything else, right? Now, there are more than just these 6 systems, but these are the 6 that you need to know. All right, and then the last one. Guys, is digestion about poop or nutrients? Nutrients. Very good, write that. It's about nutrients. It's about getting nutrients from your food. Okay, and solid waste. So that means it's also about poop. But mainly it's about nutrients. That's so important that I'm going to highlight it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go through here and I'm going to highlight the main things. Okay. Skeleton is about producing blood, support, and protect. Muscular is about movement. Circulatory system is about transporting blood. Respiratory system is about breathing. Nervous system is about messages and signals. And the digestive system is about nutrients. All right. There we go. Now, you need to know these questions because they are on your test. All right. What 2 systems work together for movement? Does anybody know? Tell me, Adam. What's one for sure that's about movement? Very good. Skeletal, and then what's attached to the bones to help them move? Class, tell me. Muscles. Good. Muscles and skeleton work together to make the body move. Muscles, the skeletal system and the muscle system. And that's because skeletal muscles are attached to the skeleton. Up or down, honey? Hurry. All right, next one. How does the muscular system rely on the respiratory system? What do your muscles need that the respiratory system brings in? Carson, what does the respiratory system bring into the body? So write that. Your muscles need oxygen. Really, Ms. Ross? My muscles need oxygen? Yes, they do. Muscles need oxygen, just like every other thing in your body needs oxygen. All right. How does the skeletal system benefit the nervous system? Think about your brain. Do y'all remember what I did with Colt's brain? What did the skeleton do for the brain? Do you remember, Liam? Very good. The skull protects the brain. That is so important. Skeletal system is all about support and protection. All right. Which systems transport waste? And there's more than just one. All right. Zayden, what's one system that transports waste? Write that. The digestive system gets rid of poop, right? What's another system that transports waste? Tinley. Very good. Respiratory. And what kind of waste is it getting rid of, Tinley? Very good. Carbon dioxide is dirty air. So it's getting rid of that as well. Cool? Miss Ross, what about pee? Pee is actually a whole different system. I know, it's exciting. Y'all are like, why can't we learn about pee? Because we're learning about poop. One thing at a time, children. All right, here we go. What does the diaphragm do? Draw a picture. Lung, trachea, and y'all remember that? What does the diaphragm do? What does it do? Anybody remember? Remember it. Sam, what does it do? It actually pushes the lungs up and down and lets them fill up and release and fill up and release. It pushes up the lungs. Okay, it makes the lungs inflate and deflate. Inflate, deflate, inflate, deflate, inflate, deflate. Cool? Almost done. Number 7, how do the circulatory and the respiratory work together? And yes, we are going to do the Kahoot Colt, but not until Adam and them get back. How do the circulatory and respiratory work together? Well, what does the respiratory system do, Matthew? What does it bring in? Very good. So the respiratory, I'm just going to write rest. Rest brings in oxygen. And then what does the circulatory do with it? What does the circulatory do with it, Jaden? Very good. And the circulatory moves it all around. Okay, so that's very important that you understand that. The respiratory brings in the oxygen, and then the circulatory system moves the oxygen all around the body. All right, so how do muscle cells get the nutrients? How do the nutrients get to the muscle cells? Do y'all know? Sam, do you know? Yes, and who takes them there? Janie, who takes the blood cells all over the body to the different muscles? Who? Yes, and what system is that? Very good. All right, so the nutrients travel in the blood cells. And the circulatory system moves them. Circulatory moves them. It's what's in charge of getting them all over the body. All right. How do the nervous system and the muscular system work together? What do you say, Liam? Very good. The nervous sends signals, right? And tells the muscles to move. Sends signals to muscles. So when Jaden decides he wants to hit a baseball, his brain tells his body, tells his muscles to do the movement. And I don't really think that we need to write this again. So just draw an arrow going from number 8 to number 10, because how do nutrients get to all the cells? The nutrients travel in the blood, right? Simple. All right. How are the muscular system and the cardiovascular systems connected? I want you to draw this. Isabella, the heart is a gigantic what? It is the strongest what in the body? Your heart is the strongest what in your entire body? Yes, your heart is your strongest muscle. So write that. How are they connected? Your heart is a cardiac muscle. Write that. Cardiac muscle. It's the only cardiac muscle in the body, and it's the strongest one. Strongest muscle in the body. So how is the muscular and the cardiovascular system connected? Because the heart is a muscle. Okay. All right, what is the relationship between the skeletal system and the circulatory system? This one's tricky. What do you say, Emily? What is the relationship between the skeleton and the circulatory? And I know you're thinking about support and protect, but think about the other thing that the skeleton does. Very good. So write that. The skeletal makes the blood, and then the circulatory moves it all over, right? It moves it. Okay, moves it all over. Easy enough? Easy peasy. And trust me, I am giving you guys the shortened version of this. Look how long the answers are on the one that is printed out. So, I know we would be here all day. So I'm giving you the shortened version of this. This is the meat and potatoes of what you need to know. All right, describe each type of muscle. Isabella, the heart is a what? Very good. It is called the cardiac muscle. When you say cardiac, draw a heart. Cardiac muscle is your heart muscle. All right, skeletal muscles are attached to bones. And what they do is they let the body move, right? Woo, excuse me. I'm going to skip over voluntary and move down to smooth. Smooth moves food, doesn't it? All of those things that we saw the baby doing when it was digesting, all of those are smooth muscles. So that is your esophagus, stomach, intestines. That's why I keep on telling you when you go to the bathroom, use your smooth muscles to move your poop. Okay. All right. Voluntary, you control. So like your leg muscle, you are in control of your leg muscle. Involuntary, you don't control. So that's like, what's a muscle you don't control? Tell me, Adam. Heart, good. What's another one you don't control? Here? Talia? Yeah, blinking. You don't control that. What about your lungs? Y'all can't stop breathing. Remember I told you about how when Pearson was little, he used to hold his breath until he would pass out. And then after he passed out, what happened to him? Started breathing again, didn't he? He would. He was so stubborn. He would hold his breath until he fell out on the floor. It was ridiculous. Yeah, I ain't never seen a child as bad as Pearson Davis was. He got kicked out of 3 preschools. Mm-hmm. Because he was naughty. I'm telling you, he was naughty. He would hold his breath until he literally fell out, and then he would start breathing again. All right, let me stop this. And make sure that you'll have 5 review questions about the grassland and forest ecosystem, parts of a food chain, unicellular organisms, food chain, and organisms that use transport systems and specialized cells. All right, love you. Bye.